To make a tutorial today to show you how to use Flippity manipulatives. So this is what a Flippity manipulative is. You can take student answers, put them onto what's effectively just a blank space, and students can then take those answers, categorize them, move them around, work themselves out. So you might, for example, have apple and cherry because they're both fruits, or you might see cherry and cheese because they both start with C, or cat and aardvark because they're both animals. We can also put cat in the C column, so on and so forth. What this does is it allows students to make sense of group discussions, to find patterns where perhaps patterns weren't first obvious. It also gives a chance for students who may not be open or ready enough to engage in class discussion to have their ideas heard, and it gives a way for them to process their ideas first and then to put them out and put them up for group discussion. So how do we create one of these tools? The first thing we have to do is we have to go to flippity.net. Flippity.net is a great website and it gives you a whole bunch of things that you can make. What we're particularly interested in is the Flippity manipulatives. You can get detailed instructions and a demo on their website, or you can just go here and you can download the template. When you download the template, you get something that looks very similar to this, except they will have generic answers in there, not the ones that I've got in there. And you can use it that way. Now, if you want a simpler version of this, you simply can just collect student answers or share this document with them and they can type their answers straight into here, no problems. But if you want this to be a bit more interactive and a bit more real time, you can do it this way. So what we want to get is we want to work out a way to auto-generate student answers into here. Set up a Google form, as I've done here, and I've just got a simple question. Identify one question that you have after reading or listening to The Happy Prince. You can then get your responses by going to the response section, clicking spreadsheet, and you can see in the screen on the right here, they auto-generate. Now we want to get this auto-generated list into the Flippity. So how do we do that? We need to use some spreadsheet techniques. So let's go to our Flippity template. You can see what I've done here. If you use the formula import range, so you go equal import range, you can import a cell from any spreadsheet within that profile. So equals import range, open your brackets, quotation marks and arrows, and copy and paste the shared link from your spreadsheet. One thing you must do is you must make sure that that shared link is open to everybody, not just people from your organization. So share link with anybody with the link can see it. That means that Flippity can see it. If you don't do this, it will not work. So once you've done that, you import range, you tell it the website, and then you have to tell it the cell. So you close your arrows, you close your quotation marks, put in a comma, and we want to link this one to B2. Press enter, B2, cat appears. B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, so on and so forth. And so as student answers auto-generate here, they should, at least in theory, auto-generate here as well. Now, how do we make this a Flippity? You go File, Publish to the Web. Mine's already been published, you can see Published there. However, you will click Publish. Once you've done that, you go to get the link here. This is all set up by Flippity. You click the link, and there it is, ready for any student to use. Note that this will open up on individual screens each time, and however a student manipulates this won't be seen by everybody else. This is for that individual student or group to work amongst themselves, and you could also do this on the board. So, how then do you make it all nice and manageable into a single PowerPoint slide like I've done up here? Well, you can either use QR codes, realizing that QR codes only work on phones, or you can use tiny URLs. If you want to use QR codes, you can use QR Monkey, which is qrcode-monkey.com. You copy and paste your required link, in this case our Flippity link, so you go copy, paste it in there, and then simply press enter and generate the PNG image and copy and paste it into your slideshow. If you don't want students to use their phones and you want them to use their laptops instead, what you can do is you can alternatively give them an easily recognizable tiny URL. So in our case here, We've done tinyurl.com/happyprintsanta because we're looking at the happy prints at Santa. The idea here is that it gets rid of all the very long complex URLs. You don't have to send links out. They can just type it into the address bar. So how do you do that? tinyurl.com. Go back to the beginning here. You copy and paste your link in this case the Flippity I've already spoken about, and you put in here custom alias Happy Prince Santa. Press enter, generates your URL, copy and paste it here, and students can use it.